new Terraria video, let's go! Anyways, so, welcome to another... Oh shit, well there goes my phone. So what I tried to say at the start of this is the video for the first part of building the spawn village went out yesterday. And today, it's like, the support on that video has been ridiculous. Ooh, Lilith's necklace. Oh, it's this thing. Yeah, so I wasn't able to talk about that much in part 2 of that building video because all of these videos that I've been putting out, like, a lot of them are scheduled for like a week later. So, like, part 1, for example, was recorded and edited a week before it actually went public. And then part 2 was recorded and edited the day after, even though it came out like it's going to have come out a few days later. My phone's on the floor, so I can't check, but for me, recording this right now, that video isn't out yet, so I guess that shows how early I record these before they actually go public. Anyway, so on part 1 of the spawn building video series thing, someone requested, I don't exactly remember the name, and again my phone is on the floor so I can't check, so an image of it will show up somewhere on the screen, but they requested that I tried building an ice castle somewhere in the world, and I thought it would actually be a pretty cool idea since I don't normally build with like the icy blocks at all. And obviously I'm gonna build it in the snow biome here. And I probably should have figured this out before I start recording, but there is a meteorite here that I think it would be cool if I built one like right here. Oh yeah, I just finished the frost moon, so I had the Christmas thing on. But I think it would be cool if I built it right here and had like the right side look like it was like melting because of the meteorite here. I also got a couple like building tips from people in the comments of that video, which was pretty cool. One of the tips was like putting blocks like around and under the floor of the building to make it look more like... I've lost the word. Like it's actually like in the ground there, I guess. And I will do that. I haven't done that yet. So I need to fill some of this in because I broke some of the meteorite to get the meteorite ore earlier in the game. So I'm gonna have to replace that in some way. So for an ice castle, I wonder. I'm kind of thinking I'll like build the actual castle itself out of stone. But like I have like a ton of ice and stuff like in the walls and stuff to kind of like make it look like the ice is taking it over. I think we'll try that. I don't know that I'd make the entire castle purely out of just like snow and ice blocks. I don't know. I'm trying to think of some way to make all of this make sense, but it's not working. Oh, the traveling merchant arrived. Are you serious? I gotta go check this. It's very important that I do. He's probably not gonna have anything, but you never know. I don't know how big I want this castle to be. Again, it probably should be pretty big because it's a castle, but I also want to like decorate this meteorite in a way that actually makes it look a bit more like hot. Because I mean right now like it looks, obviously it does look like it would probably kill you if you touched it, but it's not dramatic enough, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so I think there'll be like an ice bridge here, but like it'll be shattered and melting in because of this meteorite coming in here. I think that could be really cool. Alright, now comes the question of how thick do I want this bridge to be. I'm probably not going to make it, like, super thick. I do actually want to try and mess with, like, the terrain and stuff quite a bit for this building. Just like that. And I think this is about as thick as I'll go for this bridge. And now I gotta break it up in spots, so I think we'll, like, there and there. And then all this will be removed. And then we'll do stuff kind of like that to make it look like it's starting to melt. I think the icicles, like, coming off of it should hopefully... Oh, dear lord, what am I doing? Should hopefully help give off that effect a little bit. Yeah, see, there's these icicles that naturally spawn under these that should hopefully help give off the effect I'm looking for. God, I'm gonna have like 1 trillion meteorite heads killed by the end of this. It's gonna be ridiculous. Alright, I'm gonna leave this alone for now. I think I'm gonna start working on the actual castle itself for the time being. I'd also like to take a moment to, like, talk about how underrated I think the Christmas tree sword is. I did replace my Terrablade with it, even though it doesn't have the same range or anything like that, just because it's more fun to use. And it does do like a really good amount of damage. And I have found it pretty good for crowd control. Yeah, I had turned up the spawn rates all the way up to 10 in this menu. And I don't know, I found it so much more fun to use than the Terrablade was in that situation. I feel like this is gonna look really, really weird. I'm gonna try my best to not make it look super weird, but it's probably gonna look really weird. Part of me wants to try and put, like, if I get, like, grass, place it here, there, then what if I paint this blue? Alright, let's see. It doesn't paint the dirt underneath. That kind of sucks. I was hoping it would. Oh wait, you know what? I think the planter boxes literally just look like... I don't think I need this. What is the, Yeah, it's just... Okay, we could use that. And then put... Shiverthorn seeds inside there. I'm not gonna bother too much with painting yet, because obviously the building is very much not done yet. Bring this up to here. Solar eclipse is happening. How about no? We're already at 500 meteorheads. What did we start this at? Like 100? I'm hoping an icicle spawns here, but I don't know that it will. Die. Yeah, this weapon is so fun to use, so I love this weapon. It's so much better than it used to be as well. A lantern of some kind. I do want to use the frozen lanterns and stuff, but I think I'll use them inside. Outside, we'll use these boreal wood lanterns. I have a feeling this whole video is going to end up being dedicated to just this one room, because I've spent way too much time on one single small room over here so far. And then I want a door. What kind of door should we use? Again, we're going to use the frozen doors at some point. Yeah, this room is... I think this room makes sense to have them. And then I had wanted to use columns in the last one, but I just didn't. I mean, I used the rich mahogany ones, but I wanted to try and, like, mix columns. So, like, we place a full column like that, and then we just, like, break it up sort of and place other columns inside. Yeah. Alright, so I got where I want the ice and stuff to be, like, fused in. Now I just need to actually start, like, making this look good. Unfortunately, these are the only, like, ice walls I have. I don't think I have any other kind of ice walls, which... it's fine, it's not that big a deal, but still sucks. I think we'll use these. These are horizontal, right? Yes. What do you fucking mean 2 nights in a row we're getting a solar eclipse? Nah. Before I start painting too much, because I have done some painting already, I think I'm gonna move on to actually texturing all the ice and brick and stuff. Yeah, I guess we'll switch between the dungeon brick and stone slab, because dungeon brick already has quite a lot of, like, texture to it because of the different, like, looks to the brick you can get. Should I try and actually put a window in this building? I didn't do that in the last one. Preferably... oh, I don't have any ice enemy banners, are you serious? This is terrible. Okay, we'll just use 2 blue banners then. I think instead of having these as wood, I'll have these as gray. So, like, they'll look stone. I think that'll match the vibes of this building a little better, which I'm gonna make the boreal ones white so they look better with the sandstone. There we go. I'm gonna delete this. No, I'm not. We're gonna actually keep it. Yes, we're gonna keep it. Let's get a candle. I can't spell candle. Put a boreal candle. And then, what else could we put here? Oh, we'll put books. We'll put books here. Okay, so I think kind of doing stuff like this will help, like, make it look a bit more interesting. Yeah, it already looks so much cooler. So that's the first room kind of complete. So this is the kind of style I want to go for. So, like, this... obviously, there will be, like, elements of regular architecture here, so, like, the stone and the wood, but it will be really, like, overtaken by, like, a lot of, like, ice and snow and stuff. So instead of... so it's gonna be kind of like the roof I did over here, but it's gonna be, like, inverse, I guess. So, like, instead of going out and around like this one does, it's gonna be, like, going this way. Sort of, you'll just see when I do it. That was a really terrible explanation. Okay, yeah, something kind of like that. And then we'll have the wall for the rest of the building be right here. Already, though, I can definitely say this building's gonna be a lot bigger than the spawn building is. Like, I think what I have so far is already much bigger, or much taller, than the tallest point of the spawn building. Yeah, so as I work on finishing this up, again, thank you all, like, so much for the support on the first part to the spawn building, the 2-part spawn building series. Again, these videos are recorded, like, as of right now, these videos are being recorded, like, way in advance before you guys would ever see them. Like, this video probably will not be out until, like, a week from the time I'm currently recording this. So by the time this part comes out, another, like, 3 or 4 parts is probably already recorded. So certain suggestions and stuff for the buildings will take a couple episodes before they're recognized. If you guys have any suggestions for the direction you'd like to see this building to go in, please do comment them, because I do have, like, a rough idea in mind for how I want this to look. But again, I also don't work with, like, ice and stuff very often, so, like... oh dear. I will probably struggle quite a bit with this building. So any recommendations or anything that you all have is very much appreciated. I painted that all blue, no, I just realized that. Shoot. It actually might be cool in blue, I should try that. Maybe not the sky blue, let's try... not that. Let's try the cyan. Actually, the sky blue looks good on the dungeon brick. Oh shit. I don't want it there. Yeah. Yeah, the sky blue looks really good on the dungeon brick, but not so much on the regular gray brick, unfortunately. So I'll paint a little bit of that cyan, because I think that works really well. Cool. So yeah, I think this is where I'll have this first episode end. I've already said that, like, I think 4 times at this point. But for real this time now. Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, I can't get, like, a ton of progress done in each of these videos, but I do need to try and maximize how many videos I can get out for this series. I'd already mentioned school, and trying to settle back into that schedule, and then readjusting so that I can start comfortably doing videos and stuff again when all that starts. And then I also have a vacation that I will be leaving for in, I think, 3 days. 3 days, yeah. So I also have to try and pre-record a whole bunch for while I'm away from my computer on vacation. So yeah. And again, if you have any suggestions for this building, please do tell me. And again, suggestions probably will take a little while to get to, because I've already said when this video is out, the next, like, 4 videos are already recorded, most likely, so yeah.